Today we're comparing the $35 Dragon Ball Daima action figures with the $20 Dragon Ball Daima action figures. Are the expensive ones absolutely better at everything? And most importantly, are they worth their price tags? Let's find out. If you collect Dragon Ball action figures, you must be familiar with S.H.Figuarts and Dragon Stars. First off, let's make it clear. These two lines aim for two completely different groups. I mean, the Dragon Stars is 4 and up, and the S.H.Figuarts is 15 and up. So if you're under 15 and own S.H.Figuarts, you might go to jail. But S.H.Figuarts are pricier and Dragon Stars are more accessible and sometimes come with really cool effect pieces. So a lot of us mix them both. But if I had to be honest, I always thought the Dragon Stars are for kids, and as a proud member of the 15 and up community, I didn't really care for it. Until this year at New York Comic Con, I saw this. Alright, now we're at the Daima section, and I just saw some new release. And look at the quality of this figure, it's actually really well done.
Yeah.
The scale is not, obviously not 1/12, but oh my god, look at this.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
And what I like, honestly, I'm a sucker for packaging. So even though I'm the kind of person to take it out of the box, I really do appreciate when they design the box nicely for it. So props to Dragon Stars for having that.
I hope I didn't seem so fake, but I was genuinely surprised. I wasn't expecting Dragon Stars to look actually good. With that being said, let me compare them and tell you how they are individually. Alright, let's open them up. Okay, S.H.Figuarts Goku, body, Nuibo, wind effect hairpiece, 4 face plates, in total of 4 pair of hands. Skirt piece pairs with the wind effect hairpiece. One of my favorite features. S.H.Figuarts Vegeta, pretty much the same thing. 4 pair of hands, 4 face plates, the wind effect hairpiece, and extra arms with the folding arms. Dragon Stars Vegeta comes just like this, only 2 pair of hands. It does come with this really weird energy ball effect. I still can't figure out a good way to use it, so it's just an extra piece. And the Dragon Stars Goku has a little bit more accessories, comes with Nuibo, and 3 pairs of hands. First off, Vegeta, and I'll talk about Goku as we go. Okay, just so y'all know, Vegeta is my favorite character of all time, so you can basically throw anything Vegeta at me, I'll probably be happy with it. But for these 2 Vegetas, I have to be honest with myself a little bit. I'm gonna point out the biggest problem, and this is something that once you find out, you can never ignore it. It's really annoying, and guess which one it is? And it's on the S.H.Figuarts. Surprise! By just looking at it, you can't really tell. Here's the messed up part. How is it that you can see fingernails through his gloves? He's supposed to be wearing gloves. So obviously they didn't create a new mold for the pair of hands for Vegeta. They just use an older one, which are details to the fingernails. And as bad as you thought the Dragon Stars Vegeta might be, no fingernails, and you thought Dragon Stars don't have details? Well, look at the Goku, fingernails, right there. Alright, now let's get back on track. I'll yap about that a little bit later. Vegeta always been having less accessories, but at the same time, I can't really tell what is missing. Actually, I can. Alright, let's start with Goku. Both of these surprised me with little details. Big improvement on the hair pieces. Let's start with the S.H.Figuarts. If you compare it with the other Kid Gokus, let's say the OG and the GT one, you can see there's no more gap for the hair spike right here, right? So they really made a 2-piece, chop chop. The bang is a removable piece, right? And it also comes with another piece which has the wind effect that is blowing, you know, his hair. And for the Vegeta, chef's kiss on the faceplate matching the hairline perfectly. Every time I put it on, it's just like, ooh, nice. No gap whatsoever. For Dragon Stars, considering it's for a younger audience, the hair is made out of soft vinyl. which is really nice, but here's what I like. It doesn't smell. Do you remember everything soft on a toy used to smell so bad? And I hated that when I was a kid. So good job, Dragon Stars. For sure it'll catch a lot more dust, but I don't think that matters. Face plates. S.H.Figuarts each come with 4 faces, good quality control. I only found slight paint defects under my lenses, which are not even visible to your bare eyes, so yeah, really good quality control, I would say. Skin tone on Vegeta is a bit off, but it's probably because of the reflection of the prototype pictures, and it looked a little bit yellow. But if you watch the show, Vegeta is more pale than Goku. So yeah, screen accurate. Dragon Star is the same with the skin tone, so Vegeta being more pale, and their faces appear to be wider and rounder than the S.H.Figuarts. And at the mouth part, there's no lining or painting done, so it's a little bit less visible. Mobility. The Dragon Star's Vegeta is double jointed everywhere, so neck, shoulders, elbows, knees. In my opinion, that makes this a very decent action figure considering the young audience as the main. But the wrists and ankles are not double jointed, which makes it a little bit harder to get them into the angles that you want. Let's say you want to stand like this, right? And you want to bend the ankle this way. So you actually have to adjust it and spin it, you know? So yeah, a little bit harder, right? But I need to be fair. One of the things that you need to consider for kids' toys is durability. Matter of fact, S.H.Figuarts has the same, but it's more to help with balancing, which I'll show you guys later. So now it makes a little bit more sense to put single joints on the body parts that will get played with the most. Did that sound weird? Dragon Star's Goku has the same, the neck, double jointed, elbows, shoulders, hips, hips, and the blue inner shirt right here covers up the ugly ass dot on almost every single Dragon Stars figure. Like this one. The S.H.Figuarts Vegeta has single jointed shoulders. Yeah, it looks weird in certain angles. Let's say if you flip it up like this, it looks really weird because the gap inside shows up, which I will get into details later in posing. The knees on Goku is a little bit different, because take a look. Hidden joints on Dragon Stars, or at least hidden joints wannabe. Compared to the S.H.Figuarts, the hidden joints follow the pattern of the wrinkles on his pants. Really cool design. Same with Vegeta, follows the kneecap pattern, looks really nice. But of course, Vegeta's hidden joint gives up a little bit of mobility, and it kind of stops by the boots. And both S.H.Figuarts have toe mobilities. But what is this color difference on Vegeta's feet? Why am I staring at his feet? I don't know. The double jointed neck on S.H.Figuarts give it so many more possibilities. Giggity giggity in both ways, easy. Especially on the sides, creates so many more possibilities. Hidden joints on elbows. Goku's have a more obvious V shape on a forearm, which makes it look a lot better when folding. Amazing design. Same with Vegeta, but it does not stand out due to the darker blue color. Posing. I would describe Dragon Stars as more to play with on hands, and S.H.Figuarts as more to challenge off hands. Meaning Dragon Stars is designed to play in hands a lot more often, while S.H.Figuarts are more designed to challenge your creativity and eventually get it off your hands in various poses. With that being said, Dragon Stars are harder to pose in screen accurate poses, and the weight ratio is off, especially on the Vegeta. Head is too heavy, which is why the feet are made bigger and wider. Goku is surprisingly well balanced, hair is light, the bottom part shares a decent weight to keep it balanced. Soft vinyl clothes to help the posing without limiting it. S.H.Figuarts also has soft vinyl clothing. The exchangeable skirt is my favorite. I wish the S.H.Figuarts Goku has a thigh joint. Just like the regular size Goku. So I can turn it like this, and that makes posing a lot easier. But when I look at his tiny ass legs, and the hidden joints obviously takes a lot of space, so it's not really possible to add that many features on a figure this small. The S.H.Figuarts balancing is amazing. Of course, the figures being smaller helps that by a lot, And I film videos on a spinning lazy Susan all the time, so that challenges the balancing of the figures by a lot. For the S.H.Figuarts Daima figures, I had no problem even doing a off 1 foot pose on a spinning plate. The tight joints help a lot for sure, and it won't take long for you to find the balance points. But it does have its limitations. For example, this hidden shoulder joint that I mentioned earlier on the Vegeta, it sacrifices a lot of mobility, but definitely makes the figure look better, especially the folding arm one. Assuming we won't raise Vegeta's arm like this to expose the joints. Other minor things. Goku's Nuibo or Power Pole, which made an epic comeback in the TV show. On the Dragon Stars, it's looser, and naturally stays a lot better. This S.H.Figuarts is tighter and it needs more frequent adjusting, or it's gonna come up to the neck, right? So that's something that is necessary, because obviously this you can pose a lot more. And for the figures, different scale, but the Nuibo, same girth. Yeah, not that important. But there's one thing that annoys me a little bit, which is the bottom part of the Nuibo backpack. I don't know how to call it. You can see on the Dragon Stars there's nothing, but the S.H.Figuarts actually has the cutting edge very obviously on the bottom of it. I even had to Photoshop this in one of my photos. So it's just something, little details, because this really shows up in many angles because it's at the bottom, right? Another thing is the back of Vegeta's head. As you guys can see, here's a huge gap, which bothers me a lot. And by the way, if you take the other Vegetas, they don't seem to have that big of a problem, even the newest one. But you can see this one really has a huge gap. But to be honest, I can't really figure out a way to avoid this while having a really good neck moving range. So I think that was a necessary sacrifice to make. So are they worth their price tags? $35 S.H.Figuarts doesn't seem like it's worth it due to the size, but making it smaller doesn't mean it's easier. And there's obviously a lot of thoughts putting into these two figures, other than the details on Vegeta, which is a little bit disappointing. And while designing this, obviously a lot of sacrifices are made, and in my opinion, it was the right ones. So this Goku, definitely worth it. For the Vegeta, I know I'm a big fan, but honestly, it didn't feel as good as getting this Goku. Maybe because it doesn't have enough accessories, and even the Dragon Stars added this useless piece of effect in it. At least they tried. As for the Dragon Stars, I have young nieces and nephews, and if I were buying them gifts, knowing how much they would enjoy these while being safe, I would say worth it. So who wins? And I need to be really fair. Hear me out. The winner is Dragon Stars. Alright, hear me out. Only because of one reason. And it's because of the Vegeta compared to the S.H.Figuarts. The Dragon Stars has a fatter ass. For real, they made it flat on S.H.Figuarts, and the Dragon Stars got some curves. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe and comment for Vegeta's gaps. Alright, talk to you guys later.